Well, believe it or not, in the 6 years that I've been doing mobile massage, this is only the third time that I've actually gotten caught in the rain. That doesn't mean that it hasn't rained on days that I am doing mobile massage. It's just that for whatever reason, the gods are always looking out for me, and the rain will subside while I am loading and unloading my equipment and making my way to my appointments. Yes, I've been driving in the rain, and it'll rain before appointments and rain after appointments, but usually like the worst it'll be is just like a light sprinkle when I'm actually like getting in and out of the car. But I don't think that today is going to be one of those days. So I've got my hat, I've got my boots, so they're easy to slip on and off, so I'm not tracking in any mud or rain into my clients' homes. And let's go do some massages on a stormy, rainy, flash flood warning day. So while we're going on this adventure today, I thought I would share with you the other times that I've gotten caught in the rain. And I've been trying to remember which one was first, because they were both like kind of near the beginning of when I started doing mobile massage. Which was which. I'm going to guess that the hurricane one was in the beginning because the bag for my massage table broke, and that was like right at the beginning because I had gotten a new table specifically for mobile massage, and they sent me a replacement one because of this, and then that one like broke like a month or two later. Alrighty, so it actually cleared up a little bit while I was in there. So this is typically what happens, like it's just kind of misting right now, even though I think it is supposed to rain all day. So we'll see what happens with the next one. So the worst rainy day that I've ever experienced as a massage therapist, I thought this was going to be day 3, but so far it hasn't really been that bad. But I mean, the hooded sweatshirt helps, the hat helps, because you can't really carry an umbrella, so you just gotta do what you can. It was also in the summertime. And summertime is hurricane season for my area, and I knew we were getting a hurricane, but it wasn't supposed to hit us until later in the day. And I had like a morning appointment, and then I had a couple's appointment later in the afternoon. So I was surprised when I woke up in the morning and we were already, it was already raining, it was kind of windy. So we were, I guess, getting the outskirts of the hurricane like kind of early. But it was mostly just kind of like very ominous, like you could feel that something was coming. It was dark, even though it was like the middle of the day, and the clients in the morning wasn't that bad, but for some reason, I think I dropped something. That's what it was. I remember now. So I dropped something and needed to set the table down to find it. I think like something had rolled under the car. I can't remember what it was. Something had rolled, so I had to set it down. I was, I don't know, in a hurry, so I didn't want to. Well, I thought the rain had stopped today. I've tried to tell this story like 1,000 times. I forgot my hat. I left my hat at home, so I'm just gonna have to deal with wet hair for this next appointment. So I had the clients in the morning where I had set my table down, and that for whatever reason started the deterioration process of the bag, the carrying case that my massage table's in. And something was weird with those clients as well. I had seen them a couple times before, and this actually, I think, was the last time I saw them. So something was off with them. So like this whole day was just kind of like strange, had this weird hurricane-like energy to it. And yeah, that was weird. So anyways, I go home. There was a big gap between the morning appointments and the afternoon appointments, which was a couple. I had been trying to book their appointment for quite some time. They had some gift certificates that they had never used, that somebody had gifted them, and this is really common with gift certificates. Like, I actually kind of don't like when people purchase gift certificates unless I know it's for someone who loves massages, because I mean, it's a great idea. Like, it's a wonderful gift. Obviously the gift of massage is amazing, but not everybody likes getting massages. And if you're just getting, like, needed a last minute gift for somebody and you didn't know what to get them, and you thought, hey, everybody loves massages. Everybody doesn't love massages, I promise. And it's horrible to massage somebody who doesn't like massages. They are like a stone statue or robot. You can't, like, they are having the worst time. You can tell, you can feel it. They are stiff as a board, and it's horrible. It's horrible for me. It's horrible for them. Like, don't give someone a massage who doesn't want a massage. If it's someone who, like, you know, even if it's someone you know that, like, needs a massage, that is having a really stressful time, if they are the type of person that doesn't like people touching them, they're not going to enjoy a massage, period. So, anyways, I don't know. I don't think that these people were, because the massages ended up going fine, but like, they just weren't into massages. They were young. Maybe they don't have that many aches and pains, and like, they just didn't want massages. I had been trying to get them to book it for quite some time. I sent them so many reminders because I don't like taking people's money and then not fulfilling the service. Like, maybe other businesses like to have gift certificates that nobody uses, but it stresses me out. So I know I should just shut up and take the money, but I want to provide the service that your parent paid for. And their parents was a frequent client of mine. There was one point in time where I was giving him massages twice a week, if not more. I think there was one point where we tried 3 in a week because they had a very serious condition, and really it was just healing touch at that point of their life. And I had a really close relationship with them, And so, like, I didn't want to just take this person's money even more than I already, like, if you were a random stranger and you book a massage or give a massage gift certificate, I still want you to get your money. But with this person, I was like, I mean, not only did I want to meet their children, like, I wanted to, like, give them some relief, because I know what it feels like to have a parent who is on their way out, and how crazy of a time that is in your life. I wanted to be able to give back to this family. And so the weather wasn't in between the first 2 appointments, the weather was not letting up at all. And I really didn't feel comfortable coming out at this point. The wind was getting stronger. I think my table had broken, or the table strap had broken on top of the bag, like deteriorating or something. And so I called them and I was like, hey, the hurricane's like closer than we thought, or more turbulent than we thought. Like, I think it had decreased to like a category 1, but like a category 1 hurricane is still like a pretty big hurricane. It's high winds, it's a lot of rain, it's a lot. And I, at that point in time, lived in a flood zone. So we were already experiencing flooding at my apartment. And I called them and I was like, hey, do you think we should postpone? And they were like, oh no, it's totally fine here. And I was like, I mean, hurricanes are big, like, it's not like, I don't know. I was like they didn't want to cancel the appointment, basically. It was probably more because they were like, look, we've been trying to use these gift certificates for a really long time. And that's kind of only the reason why I agreed to it also. Because it's like, look, we have already postponed and rescheduled this appointment like so frequently, like, let's just get it over with. And I thought, okay, fine. The Weather Channel was still saying that like it wasn't going to be, the worst of it wasn't supposed to be there until like the evening time. So I was just like, okay, fuck it. So we decided to keep the schedule. I head over to their house, and I think it started off kind of light, like light rain, whatever. This was the first time I'd been to their house. I think I got lost. This whole day was just total shit. They had this like super long, steep driveway, and my car is really low to the ground, so I knew I was gonna like scrape bottom going in. And there was like a ditch on either side, so I, just in case it was like too dark when I needed to back out, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna park in the fucking street. So I park in the street. I'm pretty sure that I like get out in the middle of like this creek. And so like my foot is in water, and I don't know how I did it, but like somehow I managed to get my table up to their house with an umbrella in my hand, and it didn't have a strap. Like there's handles on it, so I think I was carrying the handles instead of the crossbody strap, which is how you're supposed to carry it. And I'm totally drenched when I get to their house. I had come prepared though. Like I took off my hat, my coat, I took off my boots and left it on their porch. Actually, I think I left an umbrella on their front porch as well, like still to this day. So that just goes to show you how much they like did not want this massage at all. And because they never called to like, hey, do you want to come pick up your umbrella? So the whole time during the massages, like they were totally nice, friendly people, whatever. But I'm like, just like ready to be done with the day. And the whole time. Oh, they had the sweetest dog too. So dogs are like one of my favorite things. So the whole time during the massage, we can hear the wind like circling around the house. There's branches like flying and hitting the roof and the side of the house, like you can hear it. The power is flickering on and off. And they're just like having the chillest, coziest day in their little warm, safe house while I'm driving through chaos with a broken down table. And it was just like the worst day. The worst day of massage. Okay, so the second time that I got caught in the rain, I don't even think it was raining when I was like getting ready, loading the car up, but I could tell it was going to rain, and like it was kind of sunny still, but you could see just like all these dark clouds surrounding from like every direction. So you kind of knew like wherever you went, you were gonna get stuck in the rain eventually. And so I got to this client's house. This was a new client, and they were having a massage party. I'm not sure what the event was. It was maybe like a bridal shower or something like that. And I think there were about 5 people there, and I'd never met them before. So usually when I do parties, like I've met everybody before, or at least like the host before. So I pull up and it's still not raining yet. I'm like, awesome, like I'm not gonna get stuck in the rain. But then all of a sudden, like I had like gotten myself ready. I was grabbing the stuff that I needed to, and then I was about to get out of the car, and it just like started pouring, like buckets and buckets of rain. And so I'm sitting there like, oh shit, like I don't think I prepared for rain. Like I don't think I had like a hood or a hat or like anything. And I sat there for a few minutes. I was like, maybe it'll like subside a little bit, because it was just like so much rain. And it didn't. So I had to get out. Or actually no, I think it let up a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get out now. I'm going to grab my shit as fast as I can out of the trunk and just like bolt to the door, which I did, but it was just raining so hard. There was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't go fast enough to like, there wasn't anything I could do to avoid getting wet. And so I show up at her door dripping wet. Luckily at that time I had like, I usually carry like so much stuff with me. I had towels in one of my bags, and so I'm like trying to dry off the table, because this is like a huge table that is now like sopping wet. And it was the middle of summer, so the AC was blasting because it was probably like 80 or 90 degrees outside. And I had to work a 7-hour shift in sopping wet clothes in freezing air conditioning. It was so horrible. They had a blast. Like they were having mimosas all day. Like they had a blast. It was great for them, but I was like shivering. I probably ended up getting sick after that, because I was like shivering the whole time, because I generate like so much heat when I'm working that I'm sweating. So the sweat's pulling me off, but then I was like wet on top of that. So believe it or not, that was probably the worst one, just because it was such a prolonged misery that it was actually worse than the hurricane one. But that is exactly why I do this. I drive to you so that you don't have to. My main point is so that you just don't have to deal with traffic. But like when it comes to severe weather, I'm never giving a massage in a hurricane again, that's for sure. Just because everything about that day was horrible, and that just tells me that those were signs for you to say, hey, I don't feel comfortable doing this. We're not doing it. We're rescheduling. So, other than today, those were the top 2 times I got stuck in the rain. Only times I got stuck in the rain. Other than today, so this is this is 3. And yes, I have had to drive in rain like this before, but usually when I get there, it clears up and it's just like a light sprinkle. Because honestly, getting the massage on a rainy day is like the best. So honestly, I do this so that you don't have to. But really, I rarely have to deal with this much weather, especially when I'm getting in and out of the car. Remember that time that I said I never get stuck in the rain? Well, it's official. That was the worst rain experience ever, for sure. I don't know why, but my table felt like twice as heavy. And I had to walk through a huge parking lot, through a bunch of chaos at valet parking, and I had to stand around and wait to be escorted up to the freaking elevator. The massages were fine, but I am soaked. Despite wearing a hood, I don't know why that is. So, this one might beat the hurricane.
If you are a subscriber, keep a lookout for an extended version of this video where you get to hear this exclusive story just for you subscribers. Thank you so much for your support, and check out my website or Ko-fi and the links in the description below so that you could sign up and get the rest of this story.
Alrighty, so cool.